Hi, little arrows. Are you guys ready for another story today? Today our story is Norman, the slug with the silly shell. Now the author of our story is Sue Hendra. She also happens to be the illustrator. Maybe you guys could tell your moms and dads what the author does and what the illustrator does and see if they are as smart as you guys are. So let's go with our story about Norman. Norman the slug thought snails were great. Wow, said Norman, look at them. They're amazing. Look at those amazing snails. Look at their colorful shells. They're crawling around in the springtime. Maybe if it gets nice, you guys can go out and look for snails in your yard. But unfortunately, the snails didn't think that Norman was great. Whee! Crash! Norman, you silly slug, they cried. You spoiled our fun. This only works if you have a shell. Norman felt left out. Sadly, he pouted off into the moonlight. Would you guys pout if your friends didn't want to let you play with them? Yeah, that's not how we play at preschool, is it? If only I had a shell of my own, he sighed, looking at his own reflection. And that's when he had an idea. Maybe I could have a shell after all, he thought. But finding a shell was not as easy as it seemed. One was too bouncy. One was too noisy. One was already taken. Norman needed some time to think. Show me your thinking faces again. What kind of shell would you want if you were a slug wanting to be a snail? This is the kind I think I would want. Ta-da! A shell, Norman found. What kind of shell is it? It's a yummy shell, isn't it? It was perfect. Norman had never been happier. He could join the snails at last. Norman loved being a snail, and the snails loved Norman's silly shell. Look, they're all playing together. But the fun didn't last for long. Suddenly, there was a loud flapping of wings. Can you guys flap your wings? Flap, 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 flap. Look out! It's a bird, cried the snails in the panic. Quick, slither for your lives or we'll end up as supper. Oh no, look, they all look scared. Show me your oh no faces. Oh no! But the bird was more interested in Norman's silly shell because it looked delicious. Norman was being carried up and away, higher and higher and higher into the sky. And what do you think he could do? Norman did the only thing a slug could do. He made slime, lots and lots and lots of it. With a slither and a slother, a slip and a slide, Norman was free. But he was falling and falling, faster and faster and faster until plunk. Norman, are you okay? Asked the snails. Wow, said Norman. That was great. I love flying. Now only if I had wings. Ta-da! Now Norman thinks he wants to be a bird and he's using his underwear to fly with. The end. Do you guys think Norman was a silly slug? I sure do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want, draw a picture of your silly shell and have mummies and daddies send it to me.